Breathe in and out. That simple act, that unconscious rhythm, marks the passing of another moment you will never get back. Do you feel it? That quiet, relentless current pulling you forward, from sunrise to sunset, Monday to Sunday, January to December. We call it living, but is it? Or are we just passengers on a conveyor belt, moving from one task to the next, one distraction to another, mistaking motion for progress? We wake to the shriek of an alarm, our minds already racing, flooded with the anxieties of the day. We scroll through the curated lives of others, a ritual of quiet comparison and discontent, before our feet even touch the floor. We rush through breakfast, rush to work, rush through meetings, and then rush home to collapse in front of a screen, seeking refuge in a manufactured reality, too exhausted to face our own. We tell ourselves we are busy. We wear our exhaustion like a badge of honor, a testament to our importance. We fill our calendars and to-do lists until they are bursting, convinced that a full schedule equals a full life. But in the quiet moments, if we dare to allow them, a terrifying question bubbles up from the depths. What is all this for? We chase promotions we don't truly want, to buy things we don't truly need, to impress people we don't truly like. We are drowning in information, but starved for wisdom. We are connected to thousands of people online, yet feel profoundly alone. We have more opportunities, more comforts, more entertainment than any generation in history, and yet we are plagued by a deep, gnawing sense of emptiness. The ancient Stoics saw this disease of the soul 2,000 years ago. They saw men and women squandering their only true possession, their time, on trivialities, anxieties, and the pursuit of phantoms. They weren't just philosophers. They were soul physicians, and their diagnosis of the human condition is more relevant today than ever. They offer us not a gentle comfort, but a bucket of ice-cold water to the face. They force us to confront the most uncomfortable truth of all. Your life is not short. You are just wasting it. The problem isn't the clock. The problem is the choices you make between its ticks. And the cure begins with the courage to finally open your eyes. Life is long if you know how to use it. No, it is not that we have a little time, but that we lose a great deal. Life is long enough, and it has been given in sufficiently generous measure to allow the accomplishment of the very greatest things if the whole of it is well invested. But when it is squandered in luxury and carelessness, when it is devoted to no good end, forced at last by the ultimate necessity, we perceive that it has passed away before we were aware that it was passing. So it is, we are not given a short life, but we make it short, and we are not ill-supplied but wasteful of it. Seneca on the shortness of life. No one knows how long they will live, but unfortunately, one thing is certain: we waste far too much of our time. We drift, we chase after the wrong things, we refuse to ask ourselves what truly matters to us. Too often, we are like the arrogant scholar's Petrarch criticized in his classic essay on ignorance. People who continuously squander their energy on external things and seek themselves where they are not. Remarkably, they have no idea that this is precisely what they are doing. They mistake busyness for meaning, collecting information for gaining wisdom. In the modern world, this scholar is the man who can recite the stock market trends but cannot articulate his own values. He is the woman who has seen every popular TV series but has never taken an hour to sit in silence with her own thoughts. If you find yourself rushing today, or saying, "I just don't have enough time," pause for a moment. Is that really true? Is it a lack of time or a lack of priority? Are you truly being effective? Or is your life clogged with non-essential tasks you've taken upon yourself? Think of your life as an empty jar. The big rocks are the truly important things: your health, your relationships, your purpose, your growth. The sand is everything else. The emails, the errands, the social media scrolling, the petty arguments. If you fill the jar with sand first, there will be no room for the big rocks. But if you place the big rocks in first, the sand will simply fill the empty space around them. Most of us live our lives filling the jar with sand, and then wonder why we feel so unfulfilled. The average American spends about 40 hours a year in traffic jams. Over a lifetime, that adds up to months. But traffic is just one example. You could substitute it with many other activities, from fighting with people online to binge-watching television. These are the invisible traffic jams of our existence, moments where we are stuck, stressed, and making zero progress toward our desired destination. Your life is long enough. The question is whether you will learn how to use it. This requires a radical audit of your days. It demands the courage to say no to the trivial, to disappoint others in the service of your own focus. It requires you to define what your big rocks are, not what society tells you they should be. The time we save from the void must be consciously invested in learning, in loving, in creating, in becoming. A well-invested life, no matter its length, is a long and fulfilling one. A squandered life, even one that lasts a century, is tragically short. Conclusion: the feeling of being rushed, of time slipping away, is not a symptom of a short life. It is the symptom of a life lived without intention. It is the soul's alarm bell, warning us that we are trading our most precious, non-renewable resource for things that do not matter. Seneca's wisdom is not an accusation, but an invitation. An invitation to stop being a passive victim of the clock and to become an active architect of your days. To live a deliberate life is to declare war on the trivial. It is to have the courage to sit down and define what is truly important, and then to ruthlessly eliminate everything else. Imagine your life as a great ship. For many, that ship is left to drift on the currents of social pressure, random desires, and endless distraction. It moves, certainly, but it has no destination. It is at the mercy of every wind and wave. A life lived with stoic intention, however, is a ship with a rudder, a map, and a clear destination. It may encounter storms, it will be battered by waves, but its course is set. Every day is a conscious act of steering toward that which gives life meaning. This is not a path for the faint of heart. It requires self-awareness, discipline, and the willingness to stand apart from the crowd. But the reward is the greatest prize a human being can attain: a life free from the gnawing regret of wasted potential. It is the quiet confidence of knowing that, whether you are given 30 years or 100, you have truly lived. You have not made your life short. You have made it full. The choice, as always, is yours to make in this very moment. If you are ready to stop drifting and start steering, to trade a life of busyness for a life of meaning, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. A heartfelt thank you to our partners for their support. Exploring their offerings is a wonderful way to help our community thrive. Let's learn to live deliberately, together.